on today's show. All right. We're pumped to hang out with you guys. Got a whole lot for you. Dominique Williams, the youngest rider you've seen, pushing the envelopes down there in Asheville, North Carolina at the Colo Pump Tracks. He will be joining us at 11:20. He made a video for you guys to watch, so we'll do that as well. We've also got a coffee creamer story that has to do with One Wheels. We will talk about the Mighty Ducks and somehow related to One Wheels. I got more plus one wheeling for you, and of course, I've got reads from the entire community on this week's version of Who's Saying What? I want the stories from how you got into the one wheel, and boy, you guys came strong. So Social Media Lounge, strap it on! It's time for the voice of One Wheel from TTR Studios.
In the morning.
Welcome back, folks. It's your boy Luch Dog hanging out with you on another Tuesday. The voice of One Wheel. Thank you for hanging out, waking up early with us, all of you on the West Coast. We know it's early, and everybody across the land, wherever you are, whether you're in New Zealand or France, Fabooz, what up? Vitaly, what up? Just so pumped to be doing this with you guys. Another Tuesday here on the voice of One Wheel, straight from you, TTR Studios. You guys can hear us. Everything is good. We will be playing games with you tomorrow and Friday on Luch Dog in the Morning for $100 each single show. So make sure you guys are tuning in for that. It's really been fun to see the support. And if you do like what we're doing, of course, you can donate to the studios. Belly, where do they do that?
Where do they do that?
GoFundMe.com.
GoFundMe.com/TTR
Studios.
TTR Studios.
So Belly's funny. This is why I wanted to do that. I knew that was going to throw him off. But we're all a little bit out of it today. You can see he's rocking the red, and so am I, because let's go Caps!
Yes, sir.
C-A-P-S!
Caps.
Let's go!
Yes, it's
DC
quite
is
exciting.
Freaking out, Belly.
Yeah, I was scheduled to work till close on Thursday. As soon as the Caps went up 3-0 in the first period, I went right back to work after leaving and went up to someone and said, we're switching shifts on Thursday.
I'm not coming in on Thursday. You're going to go downtown to the watch party. I might go with you. But it's really funny because you guys know that if you saw our little commercial that we did last week, usually about 20 to 30 minutes before our show starts and goes live, that's when I'm waking Belly up to come into the studio. And I did that this morning. Literally at 10:30 this morning, I woke him up from outside the door, just exactly how the commercial is. And if you want to see the commercial, just go over to our channel, TTR Studios. You know what we're doing. But it's really funny because I knocked on the door this morning, and I just go, buddy? Hey, buddy. And
Literally.
This is
always the words.
I know, because I don't want to be that guy who's like, wake up! But this is exactly how he woke up. Just like this. Because usually he goes like this. I can't see him. I'm imagining this is what he looks like, but
it's literally what it looks like in the video.
But what he sounds like is this.
Minus the shirt.
Oh, yeah. That's what it sounds. You're woken. You're like surprised into it. You just go, oh, yeah. I'm here, yeah. But today, do you remember what you said?
I think I said,
No, don't say it. So what he said today, that is not what he said. What he said today was, Caps! Swear to God, that's exactly how he woke up. Caps!
I've been dreaming about this for a long time.
So we're very excited. That's why we're rocking the red. But we want to open things up today with a funny story. Okay, this is a stretch on relating it to One Wheels, but I guarantee you've seen the Mighty Ducks. Everybody's seen the Mighty Ducks, and it's about skating. It's very much, I could see you guys definitely getting into this conversation. And there's a lot of One Wheel stoke to be had today. If you are feeling down for whatever reason, I'm going to pump you up today. You are going to love your One Wheel. If for some reason you don't, by the end of today, you will be happy with Future Motion. You will be pumped about the One Wheel. You will be excited for Float Life Fest 2018.
That's
but
for sure.
Gordon Bombay is a terrible role model, Belly.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were watching this movie, Mighty Ducks, the other night. Belly opened my eyes wide open to this. He's a shithead.
I've seen a lot of movies over and over again. That movie is one of them. Of course, I love it for everything it is about sports and like coming together and being part of a team.
Is there anything better when the kids are skating through the Minnesota
like
mall,
practice
that
or
mall.
the mall, yeah.
You're just so jealous. Who didn't want to do that when they were a kid?
Right? I mean, although who is letting them do that?
Well, nobody.
Gordon Bombay is just leading the charge. Terrible role model.
This is a terrible role model, but that is actually pretty cool for the kid. However, does anybody realize that he's sitting there banging Charlie's mom, promising that he's not going to leave, and then what does he do at the end?
He definitely leaves to go play
See
minor
ya.
league hockey.
I'm going to the minor leagues, and Charlie's mom's fine with it.
Yeah, of course she is.
It's just terrible.
Yep. Then he kisses her right in front of Charlie, and Charlie's like, "Oh,
And
my new dad."
All of a sudden, Charlie's okay with it. No problem. Yeah, you were gonna leave. Everybody leaves, and then oh yeah, but you can leave. No big deal.
And it was the Mall of America social media lounge.
Thank you. Am I wrong? Bombay's an asshole.
Yeah. Well, he starts off the movie terribly. He definitely gets pulled over for a DUI at the beginning of the movie, and his punishment is community service.
Coaching kids.
Is coaching kids.
What?
Pee-wee
and
hockey.
he treats them like complete shit.
Terribly.
And then, he finally starts coming around.
He teaches them how to cheat.
Teaches them how to cheat.
Dive and cheat and be just the worst of all kind of player.
And then all of a sudden, as soon as you think he's becoming a good person, he bails on Charlie's mom. Like he said he wasn't going to do it. I was literally, my eyes were open. I haven't seen this movie in 10 years. And I'm just literally watching with Belly, and he's just calling out all of Bombay's crap.
And it's not just Bombay's crap.
He was a role model to me.
The adults in this movie are just all terrible.
They're all of them.
Ducksworth's terrible.
Quack, Mr. Ducksworth.
He's going back on his word, just using his power.
Adam Banks' dad?
Adam Banks' dad is scum. His son gets moved to the Ducks because of a zoning issue, which, happens from time to time. You can't always go to the high school all your friends go to. But right then and there, he's at the final championship game. He's literally gone to the championship game with the Ducks. And what does he do? He wears all Hawks gear at the end of the movie.
What a dick!
As his son has literally played like 7 or 8 games for the Ducks now, led him to the championship game.
He shows up in a Hawks jacket. What a cake eater.
Right?
Total cake eater, to quote Jesse.
And then the worst of them all.
Last one, and then we'll get into one.
The biggest head of all is the coach of the Hawks.
Oh, well, that's obvious. He's the villain of the movie.
Yeah, he's the villain of the movie, but here's the thing. He has this huge, big head.
He's
been coaching Pee-wee hockey for 40 freaking years since Gordon Bombay was a kid, and he hasn't gone up anywhere else. He's only coached Pee-wee hockey. The only thing he takes serious in life is coaching Pee-wee hockey, which his sons aren't on the team, but he treats those kids like garbage, and he teaches all those kids to their job.
Are you prepared to lose your job over some kids? Some game?
Some game? No, I don't think so.
What's the... Oh, I was setting you up to put that down. Are you prepared to fire me over some kids in some game? Oh. That's actually Bombay's best line of the movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Quack, quack, quack.
Social Media Lounge, good morning. I need your help. What are we serving, first of all, this morning, Belly?
This morning, we are serving a whopping portion of Caps gear, actually.
Okay, good. Get your red. Rock the red, all of you.
Out all over.
Decking out the social media in red.
Sorry,
so we will have red velvet cupcakes this morning.
Red velvet cupcakes.
I like that. Okay, but here's the deal. I need your guys' help. So start popping off in the social media lounge for the rest of the show. But seriously, I need you guys to come up and help me come up with the list so that when I go back and watch this, first of all, your comments from last week talking about the girl squeezing breast milk into the coffee creamer, phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Gold. I mean, you couldn't have come stronger. It was great. Now, what I need this week, I want to come up with a scavenger hunt for onewheels. So that we can, and then I will go back and compile everything that you guys say, and I will put it out on social media. Let's come up with a scavenger hunt for a one charge of a ride. What are things that we can make? I remember this back when I first got my one wheel. It was in August of last year. Future Motion had this on the website, and it was like go through a drive-through, which I thought was a good idea because that's always interesting for stories. They're all, somebody's going to look at you weird. Maybe they won't even serve you. Who knows? So I want to come up with obviously pick up a piece of trash. We know that's etiquette. You're supposed to do that every single time you go on a ride. Pick up one piece of trash and put it away. That's plus one wheeling. Come back with one more piece of trash than you left with. Okay, it comes from the boating community, and we're starting that etiquette. We're going with it, and that is something that I want to, damn it, we're making that a thing.
For sure.
Because that's really starting to help out. However, what are things that we could put onto this scavenger hunt list? What are things that would be funny to do on a one wheel that we could all try to do in a day and try to knock them all out?
High five a pedestrian.
High five a pedestrian. Awesome.
Maybe all the pedestrians. High five them all.
High five a pedestrian. I think that's a great one. Okay? A rolling high five.
Yep.
Somehow capture a rolling high five. That's a good one. Very good, Belly.
Yep.
Okay, so I need little things like that you guys could just pepper into the social media lounge. Belly, fire them away if they are coming in. But I would like to compile a list of things that we could all try to do in one charge and see who could do it first.
Okay. Nothing so far.
No, that's fine. They'll get there.
Adam wants to make fetch happen, a.k.a. trash.
I pretty much
Picking
do.
up trash.
I do. Okay. Pretty funny little thing that happened to me with that. So that's your homework today, okay? We've got Dominique Williams coming in 5 minutes. What do you got?
My other curiosity is
What's
you
that?
said earlier that somehow this Gordon Bombay and the Mighty Ducks links to one-wheeling. Can you explain to me?
Yeah, they're riding on wheels in the mall. Wasn't that clear? I think that was obvious to everyone. Hello?
Everyone wants to one-wheel in the mall. The Mall of America.
Thank you. Wouldn't you like to?
Pushing old ladies into fountains.
Do you think you could get that? Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Put it on the list. Push an old lady into a fountain.
Don't do that. Don't listen to the Luch.
That was a rough segment.
No, Felicity. No, it's not. Come on. We're going strong here. In fact, I want to tell you guys about the coffee creamer that also relates to one wheels. This happened to me this morning. It's amazing outside. And I just love me some morning rides. And you guys know I like to get my safety brakes in. But usually I will take a safety brake before each ride, to be honest with you. I would say 90% of my rides have a safety brake before or during. It's just me. But you'll see later, I have some interesting comments that have come in through the community, and some of them being very inspirational and motivational as far as life choices go. And so I've been trying to get on the train of having some rides without having a safety check first and seeing what that's like. And it's really fun to do in the morning. I'll tell you, there's no better way than start your day than a quick ride before it gets humid outside and it's nice outside and you just go chill, whatever grass. You can see all the people. The morning energy is rising and all the birds are chirping. All the people are out and they're going into their mundane lives where they don't have one wheels and they're so pissed off that they're getting up for work and their kids are going on the buses and you're just floating on by in the best mood. There's something that makes you feel like you're doing it right. And so I'm out there and I'm doing that. And it's funny because we just had our apartment complex taken over by new management. And we love them now. I mean, we love the old ones, but the new ones, Belly, they love us.
Yeah, they love us.
I mean, they put us on their Instagram. When they saw us one-wheeling, I think I put this on Facebook, they were like, wait, they came running out of the office and said, can we get a picture of you guys? Can we get a video of you guys? Because we want to put it on our Instagram and show how cool our residents are. And I was like, dude, are you serious? For sure you can. Because they easily could have been like, hey, you can't ride that around here. It looks pretty cool, but like people aren't going to like that on the sidewalks. I mean, I was literally riding on the sidewalk in front of the office. And they came out like looking like they were going to yell at me. And instead they were like, can we promote this? So very nice.
Roll right in.
Roll right in, baby. So I like to go in there and support them and just say hi and grab a cup of coffee and just, kind of get to know them and stuff. I rolled in this morning and there's two of them. There's a girl at the desk and there's a guy at a desk, and they're both sitting at desks that are next to each other but about 6 feet apart. Now, I go in there to get my Keurig cup of coffee. They have Keurigs, just anybody can come in anytime and get a cup of coffee, which is very nice. So I put a Keurig cup into the Keurig, and I'm talking to them at the same time. And the girl gets my attention because she says, you are just absolutely my favorite resident that we have here. I swear, you're just always in such a good mood. Sorry, Belly.
I wanted it to be me. Just kidding.
So she says, no, I mean, she loves us because we're always coming in there spreading stoke. And whether it's about a one wheel or not, I'm just in a good mood usually. So I go in there and she says that. And now I'm like, oh, well, that's really nice of you to say. And I had poured it's the single creamers. Okay, my one wheel is sitting outside, like you guys know I do. All right,
just right outside
the door, on, ready to go.
Someone will open the door, it slams into the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're gonna see my one wheel. So I put one creamer into an empty cup, and then she says the comment that and I'm talking while I'm doing it. And she says, "Oh, you're just my favorite resident," and it took me out of my mindset. And I went and I said, "Oh, that's really sweet of you." And now I'm holding the cup. Actually, this is wrong. I'm holding it in my left hand, and I start talking now to her and the guy, and they're talking about how they're one of them lives in our complex. He actually lives in our complex. I said, "Oh, which one of you?" And the guy's like, "I do. I live in the back." And I just went like this. I said, "Oh, over there?"
You literally just threw your
and
cup of
launched the cream. Over there, if you're listening on the podcast, was in the same hand. I went to point with the same hand that I thought was an empty cup, but I forgot I had already dumped a creamer into it, and just boom, right into my face. Boom, like couldn't have hit me more direct. Into the nose, splash. They're dying laughing. I'm like, fuck. I'm all sticky still from this. I've been trying to hide it from you so I didn't give away the punchline of the story.
You just.
But that's why I keep going like this way.
In your face.
Oh, the things I get myself into, man. But I got out of there on my one wheel, went and rode away, and it didn't matter because I was in such a good mood. So it's just funny, man. I had to share that with you guys. If I didn't go out on a one wheel ride, that wouldn't have happened to me. But it certainly did. All right, we got to get Dominique Williams on the line. He has waited long enough. He is joined by Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. I don't get it.
Yeah, I know. We'll get
Dominique Williams.
You do get it. Come on. He is our Matt Damon. We got called out last show for the listeners who don't get it and said, is Dominique Williams going to be the new Matt Damon to Adam's Jimmy Kimmel?
Where we say we're going to get him on.
And we just never get him on. But that's not what we will do. We will actually, in fact, can we play our commercial while we get him on the line? Or is that too much to do?
No, I got it.
All right, so what we're going to do, Belly's going to pull up a commercial that our co-host from Luch Dog in the Morning made for us. Remember, we're giving away $100 every single show. Travis Steck, congratulations. He won on Friday on the first one, so that's good for him. Belly, are you ready on the commercial?
Yes.
So our buddy made, our co-host made this for you guys. We will get Dominique Williams on the line at the same time, and it's all coming up right here on TTR Studios.
She charged you $100 for a happy ending, and you still didn't know it was a brothel? Ugh. Oh. Hello, friends. Are you tired of listening to crappy podcasts? Are you so broke you've considered working the streets of Santa Monica Boulevard? Do you enjoy listening to stories about an overpriced hand job in a brothel by an Asian lady old enough to be your grandma? Of course you do. We all do. What's the answer, you ask? Well, friend, I'll tell you the answer. Watch Luch Dog in the Morning every Wednesday and Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll have the chance to win $100 cash every episode in the month of June. Watch instead of going out with your friends. Dude, I'm pulling up to the bar right now. Watch while you're sitting in traffic. Oh, shit. Yeah. Watch while you're taking your morning dew. Oh, Belly, you crack me up. Get your sassy ass on over to TTR Studios YouTube page. It's almost as good as a $100 hand job. Luch, she charged...
Welcome back, folks. It's looking like it might be a Matt Damon situation here. We're working on it. Belly's working hard behind the scenes here. We're trying to get Dominique on the line here. We're excited to hopefully talk to him soon. If nothing else, we will get a video from him. But yeah, I'm sure he'll call in just a second. While we are waiting for him, I've got some reads for you guys, and I would like to update you on the social media lounge. We've got a few things for you. So you guys are really coming strong on this. Holy crap. Very nicely done. All right, so some of the things that we have said to do. The people are coming through. Ride your one wheel through a supermarket. Shop and go through the checkout successfully. That would be incredible. Go to the bathroom while riding. Extra points for number 2. OMG, I have always dreamed of one-wheeling through my local mall. You guys are killing everything right now. Flirt with the pedestrian. Do we have him on the line? Negative Ghost Rider. All right, let's go, Dominique Williams. Need you here. I've been trying really hard not to call you Dominique Wilkins all day long. Traffic cone slalom would be cool. I think that's a good one. That's pretty good. One wheel while pulling rolling luggage. See, this is what I'm talking about. Good job, guys. Keep them coming. Hold on, let me put you on here.
One wheeling while golfing. You probably want to get.
Well, one thing I'd like to start is one wheel basketball, and I would like to call it wheel ball. Wheel ball.
Wheel talk.
Okay, so no, because they're gonna take that too. But wheel ball, and I'm not taking this from them because I know they just put that.
Ball?
They just put that promo out, and listen, I like Future Motion. I really do like Jack. Jane came on. She was also on the show. They were really sweet when they came on the show. I'm just a customer, and I have some frustrations that come out, but they really have been, they made the thing that we love so much, and I've got some people here saying thank you to Future Motion. I'll tell you why in just a second. But they came out with that promo of the guy shooting the basketball and saying this is how it feels to get your board for $100 off. I've been trying to get a basketball one-wheel game going for months now. It's just been doing it in my head. I haven't really done anything about it. So this is me saying, I actually went out on the court yesterday and I grabbed my one wheel and there was a little ball. Well, you know those mini basketballs that you can palm in your hand? That's the kind of ball that needs to be played for regulation size on wheel ball. Because when you go to make a shot playing basketball on one wheel, there's no jumping. You can't jump. So every shot feels like a free throw. Okay? Because you can't jump unless you jump off your board. Now, rules of wheel ball, you can also pipe into the social media lounge if you like. I'm going to tell you right now, if you fall off your board, you're out for a minute penalty. If you fall off your board, you're out for a minute penalty. Belly, screen this for me if you can. I don't really know what this is. So, rules of wheel ball. If you fall off your board, you're out for a minute, just like hockey. I love it, like a hockey penalty. 3-on-3, by the way. All right, so that's another one. 3-on-3, little mini ball, and if you fall off your board, you're out for a minute. I think it'd be amazing. And I'm going to tell you right now, like, layups are tough, but I would have a blast playing wheel ball with you guys. So if anybody in the DMV wants to ride and play some wheel ball with me, I will play. I will bring the ball. I will bring my one wheel. I will bring an extra one wheel for somebody else to play if they want to. But I would say you have to be pretty skilled to play basketball on a one wheel because you got to make some pretty quick moves, and you got to be able to go goofy. I'll mess you guys up. Anybody wants to play me one-on-one, I'll take you down right now. Belly, let's play after the show.
Wheelie?
Yeah, wheel ball.
Are we going to do that? Did you get that?
Wheel ball.
Wheelie? Instead of really?
All right, we're firing on all cylinders today. Dominic Williams, call in. If not, I have things to read from you. So, you guys, Travis Witt, I think, is who called in. He wrote in, and I love when you guys text me throughout the week. And he said, hey, man, listen, love the show. I was thinking it might be a cool idea if you asked the riders, like, what they were doing before they got on one wheels. And he specifically called out McCosker. And he's like that dude who has that Flowtopia set up in his backyard. I want to know what that guy was doing before he was one-wheeling. Now, you could go back and listen to our show when we had Jeff McCosker on the show, first of all. All right, so he already told that whole story, and he did a great job. And that is right here in the archives of our YouTube page on TTR Studios. However, I put a post out because I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. So I went on the owners group and I put a post out asking, the riders to, hey, just share your story. How did you get into the one wheel? And boy, everybody came strong. Now, we've been talking about plus one wheeling. And first of all, I'm going to read you some quick funny ones because I said, how has the one wheel changed your life? And Carlos Gonzalez writes in, it's left my bank account real low on cash. Hey-oh. Mike Hill writes, it's got me obsessed with shipping, tracking, and waiting. Hey-oh. Rosenzweig writes, I used to be a hitman for the Korean Mafia. The one-wheel life makes me so happy, and I'm glad I don't spend endless nights in a pachinko establishment anymore. So, very good. Keep them coming. But then there are some really good ones that came in here that actually blew my mind. Those were just some silly ones that I wanted to read to you guys. But these blew my mind. I mean, we can easily start with Aaron Knowles. I made friends, got back onto a board, and it helped me discover my pain tolerance for skin knees. Bob Nicholson writes, I pre-ordered 2 pluses first for my son and I. This was the most anxiety for 4 months that I've ever had anticipating the arrival of something I've purchased in my life. When they finally arrived, they were everything I was expecting and more after a small learning curve. They enabled me to spend more time with my kids and connect with them better during something we both like to do. And it gets me out of the house. In the first few months we rode so much, I lost 10 pounds. In that same time, I discovered all of the great like-minded people in all these one-wheel groups, and I've made a ton of friends that I've never actually met in person. That'll change in October at Float Life Fest. I now own 4 boards and my whole family floats. Never in my life did I think that these boards would change my life so much. I'm sold. If I wasn't already, I'm sold now. Terry Peter, I rarely go outside. The one wheel allows me to meet people I would have never met, and it takes me places I probably never ventured to. For instance, I'm going to Colorado in a few days and North Carolina in a few months, and it's all because of this awesome invention. I mean, what are your thoughts, Belly, just riding it the first time? Like, I'm sure people would like to know what you think about it.
Well, I mean, for me, it's more of you just get that first experience on the board, and you kind of just feel like that it's a...
Have you had the click moment yet? Because you're really only like 5 miles in.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He doesn't do anything but ride to the restaurants with me to go get lunch and come back.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is fair. It's a great way to get out. If you're doing nothing but that, isn't that better than driving? It's way better.
It's way better than walking.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, we have a good story here in the social media lounge. When I first got my one wheel, I took it to Honolulu and I rode it from the airport to with my suitcase in tow over a mile and a half.
Smart.
And it was a scary ride to say the least. As the rider, this was Ryland.
Ryland Lanigan.
Yep, Ryland Lanigan.
We'll play his video that he sent us coming up.
Yep, and that's a really good story. Just one perfect example of one that's like really getting you into the experience, the whole thing.
Ryland does a lot of cool stuff. And we'll actually play his video in a second here. Belly will pull that up for you guys. But yeah, no, that's a great idea. It's perfect. Anytime you need to go less than 2 miles, it's way easier to one wheel than it is to drive. Like, I just think it's so much better and such a better way to do it. Look, Belly's showing you guys Ryland and the middle schoolers that he had out at his parkour warehouse. These kids are just sending it, man. Full on send. I wish I could do that.
These are all future one-wheelers.
Oh, you know they are. Get them some flight fins. They're going to send it full. I love it, dude. I want to ride my one wheel off that ramp. Can I? I probably wouldn't get up it. Look at my man go. Ryland Lanigan.
Bring the speed.
He's the man. Luke Scare says, one wheel literally saved my life. And this is what I was talking about with you guys. One wheel literally saved my life. I was a heroin addict for years, and after 2 long stints in rehab, trying to get clean, didn't work. I went to a methadone clinic. After I went to the clinic, I needed to find a hobby to keep me busy. It started with an Evolve Carbon GT, then I got a boosted board, and soon after, I got the One Wheel Plus. I've hardly touched my other board since I got the One Wheel. I have an XR now, and I am still going to the clinic and staying off the hard stuff thanks to a lot of hard work and the One Wheel. This community is also amazing. I don't even know what to say to that. For somebody with an addictive personality, though, I will tell you right now, this is an amazing thing to replace an addiction with, and I will tell you why in a second. There's another story like that. Richard David Salcedo tore my knee a couple years ago, and on a trip to Thailand, I saw an ad. I was hooked on the thought that I could have a similar experience as I did as a youth on a skateboard. I ordered an XR. I waited. I'm stoked. It's the most amazing experience. I found a store that had pluses in stock, and I got one for my son. Now we are both stoked on the amounts of fun that we have together. Together. P.S. My knee is better than it's been since my surgery. My knee is better than it's been since the surgery. Thank you, Future Motion. I'm pumping up the stoke today. It's my whole job for you guys. Rick Miller. My job as an engineer has migrated to being an expert witness, supporting the products that I design in some pretty shitty court cases. One day after sitting through a horrible rape and murder case, I took a drive for a smoke break, and I saw some bearded dude with a smile on his face on this crazy one-wheeled contraption. I Googled it, and I ordered an XR that day. 1 week later, I bought a Plus locally. Now I am that bearded guy with a smile on my face, riding through midday in dress clothes and Vans to clear my head a mile or 2 at a time. I mean, how good is that?
Yeah.
How good is that? What's coming through the social media lounge right now, Belly?
Let's see. Let's see.
Catch you off guard over there.
Yeah, right. I was not ready for that. I'm still waiting on phone calls.
Yeah, that's all right. I know you're doing a lot, but is there anything pumping in from the social media lounge?
Let's see. What is the one wheel?
One
wheel's got someone laid.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
One woman, one wheel.
Got her laid?
Of course.
Should we
She's
maybe
a baller.
not have called that out? I don't know. But either way, can I hear that story?
She's the one that put it in the social
Crompson,
media.
call me now. Let's go. I need it.
She doesn't. We don't want that.
I want that phone call. Call me right now. If Dominique's not going to call, I want that phone call for a story.
Let's see. From Faboose, one wheel made me 50% French, 50% American. Boom.
There it is, right there. Faboose, we love you. Pound, pound.
And they also agree if it's it's hard to find a parking when you're driving, and if you're not driving far away, you should always one wheel.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. You should one wheel every single time.
And we've got one wheel allowed me to lose 35 pounds.
I've seen that. Is that our boy Richardson?
No, it's Hilliker.
Because I know Richardson lost a bunch of pounds riding. Hilliker lost 35 pounds.
Yep.
BP.
Keep you fit, folks.
Wow. All right. All right, we'll take a quick break. A little bit. While we do, we'll show you the video. In fact, why don't we do that? Can you get the video of Dominique?
Got it.
Because he put something together for you guys to show. I don't know where he is. He's probably in class.
He's probably in school. And
so,
just can't
hey,
get out.
teach, let him out.
Hall pass.
Hall pass for the kid. God bless America. I mean, I got to get him on a show. He's a rock star. For the love of God, I need him on. Let's
Matt
go.
Damon.
Matt Damon. Look, if we don't get him on today, he is literally not ever allowed on the show again, and he will now be Matt Damon. For our show.
We'll just keep trying to get him on, but we won't.
Williams, I'm kidding, dude. Call us whenever you can, but let's play a video that he set up for us. You're good and muted over here. Unmuted over here, actually, so go ahead and play that whenever you're ready, Belly. When we get back, I will finish reading these for you guys, and then we will play a little game with you guys to send you off with a smile on your face. It's all right here on the Voice of One Wheel from TTR Studios.
Jumping and stunt riding will void your warranty. I would never jump and stunt ride.
Welcome back, folks. That boy can drop, man. He's doing like 3 feet drops over there, Belly.
Well, I got to give him mad props. I mean, it's got to be soon to be the youngest professional.
I don't see anybody else other than Laney with the stanky leg, but I mean, like, that's kids riding. This is like, he's doing like top pro stuff over there.
Yep, he's ready to roll.
Boy, Luch Dog hanging out with you guys on the Voice of One Wheel. Thanks for hanging out with us another Tuesday. Rocking the red. Go Caps.
Yes, go Caps.
Go ahead, Belly.
Caps. But I was going to say, he's definitely going to be a Footlight Fest. He's down there in North Carolina.
Yeah, absolutely. He's in Asheville. He's at Southern Rap Supply along with our boy Justin Thompson, who we adore over here at TTR Studios. Remember, I will be DJing opening night at Float Life Fest this year, so strap it on, folks. Thursday night, 11:30 to 1 a.m. We're throwing down.
You're getting up early for a nice ride.
Yeah. I won't be. I'll be sleeping in, hanging out in the social media lounge with a little breakfast and a red velvet cupcake. You guys can all race your asses off on Friday morning.
Safety checks all around.
Safety checks for everyone. All right, let's go. Back to the Stoke. How did the one wheel change your life? Rick Miller writes, my job as an engineer has migrated. Oh, I already said that one. Kurt Niechter writes, there is nothing in the world like it. To have something make you smile like a 10-year-old at recess.
You all right there,
It's
Chief?
just one of those days, Belly. I just left my screen.
It's all right.
I just want to punch somebody right in the head.
You're all good.
No, I want to punch them in the head.
If we understand that feeling, though, where it makes you feel like you're just
I want to punch somebody in the head right now.
You don't, because I'm the closest person. You definitely don't. But
God,
you do understand that where he's going with that. I mean, it's one of those feelings where you flashback to all the moments you had as a kid, just riding around, playing kickball with your friends, like getting out on the street, getting called late at night when your mom stands on the porch and screams your name, telling you it's time for dinner. Yeah, that's what my mom said. Belly is definitely what my mom said. But yes, it's one of those things where it's all gonna keep going and going, and that's the one wheel life. It's just keep rolling.
Max Thompson writes, I have lost weight and become more fit since riding the one wheel, but it has also made me a more actively engaged citizen. And this one I wanted to highlight because this is exactly what I'm talking about. Earning good cred before you... Ellie's pointing to let that shit go and telling me a very good thing. Yes, that's true. Just let it go. No, Max is earning very good cred for our community before it gets adopted, because once it gets adopted and people start putting out like legitimate rules for us, we want to make sure that we already have good cred in place and an etiquette that says we are helping the community and not taking away from it. He writes, I have always enjoyed trails and parks, but as I've grown older, I've spent less and less time visiting parks and hiking and camping. After the one wheel, I've visited more parks and been on more trails in the last year than I have in the previous decade.
I got something to add to the list too. But ride around in one national park a year. Like go around, travel around, go see national parks, and bring your one wheel and go out and do it.
Hit a new state.
Yeah.
All right, so what we need to do is
one
have
wheel
like
in all 50 states. Who wants to be the first to do that?
Whoa, Amanda is already. I know Thompson's been talking about that, and
Okay.
also another dude, I forget who it was, said that he wanted to go across the country.
Remember, we had our friend here come in with us, sitting the.
Oh, Bradley Michael Spence. He's probably the closest.
He's probably hitting a ton of states.
He's living the van life right
Yeah.
now. But Max continues, more importantly, I've joined local park maintenance groups. I've cleared dozens of downed trees. Listen to this. From my local trails. I've packed bags of trash in my wagon, and I'm involved in a project now of hauling free wood chips from the county mulch operation out to my local trails in the wagon to restore single-track trails suffering from erosion. Like, are you serious? My wife and I walk the trails in the evening, kicking falling branches off the trail and gathering trash. We've built up a lot of goodwill from our neighbors. They know I'm doing this work because I ride my one wheel, but they also know that this work makes the trails better for strollers, bikes, small dogs. Now when I take a road trip, I plan my travel so that I can visit mountain bike trails found on the MTB project. And sometimes if I see a brown sign, I'll just pull over to see if there's any trails. My life has become a never-ending blur of trails, parks, parks, trails, and parks. That's Max, dude.
And one wheel
Way to
plus,
go.
plus.
Yeah,
plus,
that
plus,
is plus
plus,
8 wheeling.
plus.
I mean, holy hell. That's as good as it gets. And I mean, you guys think it's just like, I know like for our example, our co-host on Luch Dog in the Morning, where we'll be giving away $100 every day, Wednesday and Friday for the rest of the month. I'm going to say it until I'm red in the face.
Go Caps.
Go Caps. Potts thinks that he's our co-host. He thinks that this is all for younger riders, 19-year-old young bucks. He refuses to believe that older folks ride this too. And when I say older, I mean like older than 40, which is not old at all.
I think we have converted him on that.
We have, but it took him a long time to realize that like it's not just like 18-year-olds riding this.
Oh, by the way, from Chris Richardson, that's Max Wheeling.
Max Wheeling. That's
Yes.
Max Wheeling. Chris Richardson also coming
Wheeling
through
to
strong.
the max.
Very good. But how about this to somebody who thinks that it's just young bucks riding? I'm not calling this person old, but this is a teacher from school. This is an administrator from school. And she writes, I'm a teacher and school administrator in my 50s, living with stress and spending half my life at work. And then I got a one wheel and started acting like not a woman in my 50s, hanging out with men, some of whom are even younger than my own kids, riding trails, having great adventures. And then I broke my leg badly doing it. 7 months later, just started riding again. Along the way, I've met all kinds of fun people that I'll probably never see in person, but the community has been so great. That's your assistant principal or whoever she is.
You say that now, but the time is coming, folks. Float Life Fest is coming faster than you can imagine.
4 months.
And you guys are just gonna. It's gonna be huge.
You're going to
I
meet
don't
everybody.
understand. Like, you're gonna meet everybody. All the names you've seen cross your street, like cross the screen when your feed is filled with one wheel.
Give me
owners
some
group.
names that you know just from being in the community.
Oh, I
Just
mean, I
rattle
know
off
all
some
the big
names.
ones like McCosker.
Well, the big
and-
ones for that post a lot, but can you just like don't even look at the screen?
I couldn't do it right
Pull
now.
a name.
No, I mean,
Renato Rubicon.
I see all the ones I care about the most are in the social media lounge. Those are the names I always see. Those are the names I care about the most.
Uh-oh. All right. If you want Belly's love, you got to get up and you got to go live because that's who he interacts with daily. Okay. All right. This is the one. This is the one. Should I save it or should I do it? You want to do something fun first?
Do it.
Let's just do it.
Fun at the end.
I'm not going to say his name, but this is unbelievable, and I think it's worth listening to.
We've had some really good stories on here.
So this texter writes in, and I want to preface this by saying thank you for your honesty and your openness for everybody who wrote in. I definitely think we can all learn something from this. Well, here goes, says the writer. It was a cold December night, ... Just kidding. I've had an addictive personality since I was born. It was all well and good in the beginning. I was addicted to work, cigarettes, and money at a young age, and then heroin destroyed me. I was a junkie for 10 years of my life, from 15 to 25, and then I got clean. I met my wife and started a family, built a career, 2 side businesses, and I trade in the stock market as a hobby, all to keep me busy 7 days a week so that I can't possibly screw up again. And none of these filled the black hole inside. After 12 years clean, not a day goes by that I don't think about it until I met my one wheel. The black hole I've been trying to fill for the last 12 years is filled, and this hobby doesn't involve me making a profit in the end. It's a real hobby, a clean escape for people like me with addictive personalities. 1 out of 100 heroin addicts make it out to alive and to live a normal life. The rest are just dead, in jail, or lifers. I believe the one wheel can change those odds, and unfortunately, I cannot spearhead the one wheel rehab clinic because it would be me being too close to the action that I'm trying to get away from. But if anybody out there is listening, this could help so many young lost folks looking for a push towards the right direction. I'm blessed to be a part of a community that does not judge my past like everyone else that I know that knows me does. The friendships I've made here feel stronger than the lifelong friendships I've made growing up, although the number of those friends are dropping quickly due to the cutting of heroin with fentanyl. 3 funerals in the last 2 years of really close friends. I could probably go to 1 a week if just people I know. And the one wheel is my cure, and I'm not looking back 13 years off heroin, 11 years off everything, even cigarettes. The only thing I smoke are ribs and pedestrians walking on the sidewalk.
Ribs.
Pedestrians.
Yeah.
Pedestrians. That's the joke. You ruined the joke. No, the joke is the pedestrians, although the ribs are pretty good, too.
I'm all about ribs.
But how good is that?
I'm really thinking about
guys,
ribs
that
right
is
now.
so good. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. Very, very positive forward story to put forward there.
So if anybody has an addiction and, we all have our vices, make this your vice.
Make one wheel your addiction.
Boy, is it a healthy way to go about it, because my God. Like this, you can replace smoking something with drinking something. Or you can replace drinking something with banging someone. These are not healthy replacements. But one wheel is something that will give you a healthy replacement. I can speak to that. I can speak to that because I have an addictive personality. I certainly do. I don't do heroin, but I know I get into a habit, and then that's how I am. What an amazing idea to make this your habit. Because I was watching this Jordan Peterson guy, who is a college professor, just phenomenal perspective. And you watch videos of his grad class. And I mean, it's really motivational. And he was just making a point in one of the videos that I was watching, saying to his students that if you don't have a routine, like, you're in trouble, man. You need a routine. And if you think you don't, trust me, try one and see how much better your life will be. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, but like, I kind of set my whole life up to not have a routine. But then I started thinking about it. I do have a routine. It's just built on doing things that don't feel like one. You can easily kind of skate through life not realizing that you're doing the same things over and over again. But if you look at what you're doing, you definitely have a set routine. And this one wheel, man, if you enter it into your life, it can only help. You might get hurt. Yeah, sure. Pad up. Learn how to ride. You might spend a little money. Okay, finance it. Like, what else you got? What are your reasons not to try this? Listen to the stories that I just read you.
The passion of the people.
The passion of the people. The ages of the people. It's from 18. We literally showed you a video of a 14-year-old riding, and then told you about a 50-year-old school teacher who also rides with kids that are that age and everybody in between. Anybody who's looking to buy one of these right now and you're on the fence, jump off of it onto your one wheel.
That's quite the mount.
That would be impressive. That would be impressive.
Well, I mean, there's a it's funny. Will, I'm going to go right back to Mighty Ducks on this one.
Okay,
So
I like it.
there's a scene in the movie where the coach says, "Drop him like a bad habit." It's one of my least favorite terms of all time.
Go ahead and do it. I was going to do it tomorrow, but go ahead.
Bad habits are not easy to drop.
That's
folks.
a horrible expression.
Impossible to It's a horrible expression because bad habits aren't easy to drop. There's something that's ingrained inside of you.
Well, if you want to be honest,
can't
it's your
get rid of.
hypothalamus, which it goes off in a situation that triggers you.
Yep.
And then it has literally like roots that are ingrained into your brain. So your hypothalamus gives you an idea of something that you think you need, and then the roots that go into your brain that make it like stuck there, it takes control of you. That's why a bad habit is not easy to drop. The saying, Belly, should be
is
drop it like a good habit.
Drop it like a good habit.
Drop it like a resolution.
Yeah. Drop it like a resolution. I'm real good at those.
Think about that. How quick do you drop one of those? I'm real easy. That's real easy to do.
Always.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
All right, let's go pop off to the social media lounge. I'm taking them from here. Let's see. What are you guys doing?
We got some first-time live watchers.
Who is? Keel Hart, welcome. All right. Fantastic. Is Belly coming to Float Life Fest, I hope?
I got to check the dates, but I hope I can, yeah.
Peer pressure him right now. I will tell you the
Worst
dates. It's October 8th because we're going all week to the 14th.
Let's see.
Keel Hart, there was never a choice to buy a one wheel. I haven't even gotten my XR yet, and I'm addicted to the Float Life Fest. Previously, a skate, snow, wakeboarder here. One woman, one wheel says, Belly, get out here. We need you. Do we have him?
That was one of those automated calls you keep getting?
I want to party with you at Float Life Fest. Belly, the people need you. You're the star of the show, man. You got to be there. We're broadcasting live on Tuesday. You got to be there.
I'll put in the request now.
Okay. Yeah, I know. He's not going to be able to. He can't take a whole week off, folks. I don't know if you can.
I can't take the whole week off, but I can be there for Thursday. And
Tuesday through Thursday, you could come. That'd be fun.
No, it's more the...
We're gonna do a live broadcast on Tuesday.
I gotta be at a wedding October 6th, and then I got that.
We'll do that off
work
air.
the rest of the week, so I can work the rest of the week, but then I can take like Thursday, Friday off, and then come back with like.
Folks, here's how it goes.
I'll figure it out.
You can hear him wobbling over there. He reads these comments just like I do. Every single person, I see all of you in the social media lounge. Write one thing to Belly why he should come. Just beg him to come right now. I want him to see these.
I am the party.
Belly, come on. I'm coming from France to ride with you, says Faboose.
I want to go.
You can't say no to that. No. We're just going to keep peppering you. So go ahead, folks. Keep commenting on why Belly should be at Float Life Fest. And why don't we do this? I would like to give away... what would you give away today? What should we give away?
What do we have to give away?
I don't know. We have to give away. I shouldn't have asked that.
$100 every episode.
Yeah, I'm giving away a lot. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. If you want to have something given away to you, tune in tomorrow. We have a chance for $100, and we will be playing a game with you to do so. You want to do Hangman again tomorrow?
We do Hangman. We gotta try and figure out some other games.
What else would you like to play? We can do it on air. Because I was thinking about playing a song on the piano and having people guess that song. Because I can't play the actual song, but if I play a cover on the piano, first person to name that tune. I was going to do it with my eyes closed, too.
I'm the king of it.
Yeah, but I was going to do it with my eyes closed. I want to play the entire tune with my eyes closed. With like a handkerchief, just total blindfold, play the tunes. You guys got to guess first one. That's something that we could do. I was thinking about Wheel of Fortune. We already done that. Like, I have these stupid...
Float Life Fest has never seen piercing blue eyes like Belly has.
Oh, who's that from?
One Woman, One Wheel. I've seen them up close, for sure. She's definitely seen my eyes.
An American can't be there, so Belly, you know what? That just means you should be.
If I gotta be there for America, then I guess I gotta do it.
Go Caps! C-A-P-S!
Caps!
Let's go, baby. One more. Hey, by the way, in case you were wondering, 40 years ago on Thursday, the Washington Bullets won the NBA Finals.
Boom.
It's all kismet, baby. Dominique Williams, you are banned from the show. No more. Matt Damon. He is now known as Matt Damon. Dominique, you can come on the show, but you're now will be called Matt Damon when you arrive. We've had a blast with you guys.
We're just gonna have him floating around the background of like all Luch Dog in the Morning episodes. His head's gonna be.
We'll just put him like over there in the screen.
The whole Dominique Williams picture right on there.
Where's Waldo? It'll just be where's Dom. I love it. All right.
Move him around the screen.
Where's Damon? We've had fun with you guys. Thanks for hanging out, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Luch Dog in the Morning and your chance to win $100 cash PayPal, just like Travis Steck won on Friday. It's been fun. Belly, get out of here. What do you got for the people?
As always, folks, you're the best. Thank you so much. see you tomorrow for Luch Dog in the Morning to win $100.
Boom. Look at that. All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Voice of One Wheel from TTR Studios. It's your boys from Luch Dog in the Morning.